Hi, my name is Margaret Wacyk, and I'm here to introduce to you today my new book called Ultimate Piano Playing. I think this book could help a lot of pianists who ever struggle with issues related to tendinitis, tension, fatigue, any sort of strain at the piano, even concentration. The concepts presented in this book could really help because they've helped me tremendously. At the age of 19, after years of conventional piano lessons, I lost the ability to play the piano. Literally, the pain had gotten to such an extent I couldn't continue. It was a tragedy at the time because I was setting my sights to be a concert pianist, but this actually taught me some tremendous skills, and I went to search out a new way of piano playing, and I did find one, and it's based on actually a 19th century principle that has to do with tone production at the piano. Tone production in the 19th century was the #1 requirement of every pianist. And if they did not have it, they were rejected from the musical world. And in our modern time, this idea, this nobling of the pianistic sound has been replaced by pyrotechnics. How fast can we play notes? How quickly? How loud? But I think that this takes away from the whole experience, which is so much deeper in piano playing. Because if we learn how to get the best sound from the piano, we will unlock a huge benefit for ourselves. Pianistically, we will be able to have greater technique, and we will be so far more expressive and enjoy every single aspect of playing the piano so much more. It's truly a higher dimension, and I think it's time to bring back these concepts. When I was a child, I used to love to collect old recordings. Legendary pianists such as Joseph Hoffman, Arthur Rubinstein, Paderewski, Rachmaninoff, and of course Vladimir Horowitz. Those were the ones that I gravitated to the most. There was something so compelling in the quality of sound that they got from the piano. There was a warmth and there was just a glow to the sound, and it just seemed to pierce one's heart and communicate so directly. As I got into my studies in New York City as a late teenager, I started to go to more and more concerts, and I was always trying to seek out this sound. And I would seek out teachers and read many books to try to see what was the secret in this kind of tone production. And when I lost the ability to play and had to relearn, that became synonymous with my retraining. Not only did I get my arsenal so much more than I would have ever imagined, I also was able to tap into a lost secret of piano playing from the 19th century. And so now I'm going to show you the basic idea behind tone. Our quality of tone at the piano is determined by overtones. Whenever a string divides, it creates overtones, which are all multiples of the fundamental that we play. So when we play the note A, for instance, that's our fundamental, and the overtones are all multiples of that particular frequency. For our tone to be beautiful, communicative, and stunning, what we need to realize is that there is some culprit that gets in the way and robs and devalues the quality of our overtones, and that is called the key bed. What I've just done was remove the key slip to show you where the key bed is located. You will notice that the key bed is made up of a thick piece of laminated wood, which is underneath the keys, and therefore it's where the whole piano mechanism called the action rests upon this key bed. And the problem of our tone being corrupted stems from the key bed. When we play a note and we hit strongly to the bottom, we make the key bed vibrate. And that vibration is usually inharmonic with the overtones that are produced. It vibrates on its own frequency, and most likely it's not compatible with the frequency of the tone we happen to be producing. And so it devalues our overtone. The trick is that we have to learn how to play in such a way as to not activate our key bed. Our key bed is the primary culprit for why tone is devalued, and it's also a big reason behind why we experience fatigue at the piano, because we overdo it when we play the piano and we hit the key bed with a lot of force, get tension, and a whole slew of problems result. So not only is our tone suffering, but our physical self is suffering, our spiritual self is suffering too, because we don't get the real benefits of this beautiful music that we're trying to play, because we're in pain. And so it's important for us to realize this. To complete our short introduction to the wave method principles, I will play a demonstration. I am going to do a simple C major scale. I will play the first time without any consideration of the key bed. And the second time I will play it with avoiding the key bed with the wave method principle, and hopefully you'll be able to hear the difference in the sound. And now the second way. Now if we were to take this concept and apply it into a piece of music, let's see what the differences are. Here's a nocturne of Chopin, just the opening. And the first time I will play it, again, without consideration of the key bed, and the second time with sensitivity towards not hitting the key bed. With the wave method principle, with more rounded fingers, firm fingertips, and instead of pressing down from the fingers, using the upper body to do the work. I hope that you've enjoyed this brief exploration of the wave method principles found in my book, Ultimate Piano Playing. It's a wonderful journey. I hope you join me for future episodes. And if you'd like more information, please feel free to visit any of my websites. And for book ordering information, it'll be following this broadcast. Thank you so much.